Hello everybody, welcome to a brand new episode of DumpsterShark Plays Spelunky. We're gonna do the daily challenge for the 13th of March. And we're going to crush it. Crush everything. We're gonna get the eggplant on this daily challenge. I know because I've seen footage. That's not true. That is not true. Although, wouldn't it be great if we did get the eggplant? It wouldn't be good for gold because, you know, I'd be trying my very hardest not to anger shopkeepers, but I'd also need to buy a lot of items, so I couldn't go to the vaults. It would just not be good for a daily challenge, but you know, it would be good for a normal run. Okay, I'm not gonna go up there, I just wanted to check it out. Okay, and there's a crate down there, that's good news. It's probably a parachute or a web gun, knowing how things work in this game. But I'll take it either way. Could have ghosted that emerald fairly easily. It is ropes. That is decent enough. Also could have ghosted that. That's actually the emerald. The last one was a sapphire. Yeah. Ignore me. Could have ghosted those as well. I don't know if they were actually those. It sounded like there were multiple. Yeah, it could have ghosted all of these. Not that, because that's not a diamond. Well, neither were the others yet. It's not a gem. This is what I meant to say. Okay, let's adjust this. It's got to be right on my neck. Oh, it feels so good. You guys, I woke up at 3:30 this morning. Purely accidental, by the way. Okay, so there we have the key and the dog. I don't like this, but I'm doing it anyway. All right, let's go. Yeah, so I'm kind of tired. By the time I hit the hay tonight, I'm gonna be beat. What is this song? No, let's not sing that song. I don't know if there's a song. But the song that I was thinking of is no good. Let's not do that. All right. So I got a rat. The poor dog. Do not die though. Yes, actually, just go down there. That's perfect. Oh, there's my parachute. I knew it was gonna happen. You have to get at least one parachute in a crate. Probably more like 5. Again, make them stackable, and then it's not as bad. Although parachutes aren't the greatest item in the game anyway, so maybe it's not good either. Okay, sweet. We don't even have to use a bomb to get to the altar. And what do we have in the shop? Okay, don't kill the dog with the Jedi. I've seen some things happen there. Okay, don't be an arrow trap over here, please. Okay. I worry. Oh, yeah, this is why you go to the shop first. I was looking at the paste and I was like, what are the chances it's gonna be that it's paste? Because I was like, I always try to go to the shop, you know, and get all the crates and everything before I do that. Before I sacrifice anything on the altar, but no, not this time, and obviously, you know, didn't do us any favors here. We're gonna get a few bombs for the low price of free. Oh shoot! See, he turns around quick. I didn't get those bombs. That's why I was doing that. But also, I'm gonna sacrifice him, and I'm gonna ghost. I think. If I have time. I need to be fairly quick. Like, actually, like, lightning speed. We're too slow. This is too slow. We've got some... Okay, go, go, go. Go, go. Okay, we're gonna maybe make this happen. I'm hoping. It's scary, though. It's quite scary. My name is Mary Poppins. Oh, he's there! You guys, I shot bullets there, but he was too good. Okay, I'm not even gonna check the leaderboards because I don't want to see someone's name. A certain Som. All right, that was terrible. I'm too bold. I'm too brave and bold and beautiful. No, that was just stupid. All right, eggplant run. Got my fingers crossed. Because I'm not going to like restart until I get the opportunity to get an eggplant run. But I'm going to try to get an eggplant run. I just want to do it. It's like... Because the daily challenges, when they started doing those, I was like, I'm never going to stop playing this game. But I did for a little bit. I stopped playing. And it was mostly because I'm like, you know, I've done what I came to do. I got first on like one daily challenge overall. Actually, I probably got first on more than that, but on the PS4 version. Granted. I don't think I've ever gotten first on the PC. Because people are better than me. And more people play it on the PC than the PS4, so there you have it. That being said, I got to a point where I was like, well, okay, never mind. What I'm about to say doesn't make much sense now. Well, you can't. I'm as good as I'm ever gonna get. Yeah, I still kind of feel like that, and even though I make a ton of dumb mistakes, I make less than I used to. I'll tell you that much. And my eyes are starting to water. I think I'm sad because I died. No, it's because I've explained this a million times. It's just because I have bad eyes. Why? So why does the bat sometimes come down and not others? Can I ask you this? I mean, I'm gonna throw a rock at it and maybe hit it, but yeah, there we go. But it makes me wonder. Oh, listen to that grating sound. Yes, it's beautiful. All right. So, yeah, so like the daily challenges, you know, made me like they rekindled my love for Spelunky. Not that it was gone at that point necessarily, but it was also like, you know, like geez, now that this happened, now that the daily challenge is a thing, I'm honestly never gonna stop playing the game. But then obviously that was not true. But I'm back. But the eggplant idea kind of like I never was into it. Like I was never like I'm gonna do that. The reason being, it seems quite frustrating, to be honest. But now I'm kind of like, what if I made it? That last run the only run on this channel that I've done with the eggplant was actually not bad. It wasn't. There was no way we were gonna make it far enough, like, you know, to the point we needed to make it. But didn't I beat hell on that run? Did I beat hell? I actually don't remember now. Yeah, I actually do not remember. But even so, I don't think I did. I think I died in the mothership. Yeah, anyway, even so, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. Yeah. So how am I gonna get an eggplant run if I anger the shopkeepers, you ask? This is a valid question. So I'm just gonna do some fun stuff here. Okay, I just wanted to see. Yeah, I'm gonna restart until I get an eggplant run. Oh wait, I'm looking at the camera. I'm not looking at the camera. But the thing is, I don't know what I look like when I do that, because I like to look over here at the screen where the footage is. And I just like the word footage, by the way. I've seen footage, you know. But no, really, like the word footage is just a great word. Because it's two words combined, but when you combine them, it doesn't mean the age of a foot. And also, someone just fell and possibly broke their crown. That was a loud bang. All right. Can I gossip with you guys for a second? So, one of my neighbors really, well, not currently my neighbor, but when I first moved into these apartments, she was my neighbor. Her and her daughter, maybe more than one daughter, I don't know. I just know I saw her and her daughter pretty frequently. They parked right next to me, like, you know, I'd see them, but they moved out recently. That being said, one time I saw another one of my neighbors, a man fellow that has several children of his own, driving her vehicle. Now, my first thought was, oh, they must be married and I just didn't realize it and they've been together and blah, 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 blah. You know, like... But I was like, I swear I saw him with another lady at one point. Like, a lady that looked to be the mother of his children. Now, I have not seen that lady in a long time. Last time I saw her was at a Cold Stone Creamery, by the way. The ice cream was okay. But, no, the last time I saw her was at a Cold Stone Creamery. And, I don't know, it was a while ago. Anyway, the point being, why was this man driving this woman's car? So I thought, I was like, well, maybe they're just friends, maybe. Or maybe they're not. Maybe they're more than friends. That's fine, too. They're adults. They're consenting adults. Anyway, I really miss this neighbor of mine because since they moved, no one parks next to me on that side. That actually is probably a good thing overall, but at the same time, it's kind of sad when when I pull into my space at night, I'm like, no one's here. I mean, there's someone on my other side, but I never see these people. They're young bucks. They work at Cafe Rio, I think. I don't know. Based on their dress attire, I believe that's where they work. Anyway, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. That's just a fact, I think. Well, I mean, it's an observation. That's like the only observation I have about them, by the way, because every other observation doesn't exist because I never see them, like I said. Anyway, this story is going on and on and on, and you're wondering, what is the conclusion? Well, so I'm a bit sad that this lady and her daughter moved, because they seem nice, but I still see their vehicle here every now and again. One time it was parked back in their spot, but this was after they had moved, and I knew they had moved because there were moving vans and they were moving things. That's how you know someone's moving. And it was like weeks after that. So there's weeks of no vehicle being in that spot, and then all of a sudden their vehicle was back. And I didn't see the lady though, or her daughter, but I just assumed, oh, she's coming to visit her friend. Which at first I was like, so this is when I decided, well, this man can't be her husband. Because if it was her husband, he would still be, they would be together, presumably. I mean, not every relationship works like that, I understand. That being said, I just assumed, which you shouldn't do. You should never assume. But I did, and I still do to this day. Anyhow, yeah, so her vehicle was there. Well, then I did not see it again for at least a month. Well, guess what? Today, the 12th of March, let it be known, let the record show, the 12th of March, 2018, her vehicle was out there again. But it wasn't in the parking spot this time. It was in an unmarked spot, which means, visitors. Well, you know what that means. She's visiting someone that lives here. Okay. So it was when I got home from work, it was in one spot. And then I went over to my parents' house for dinner, and it was gone, and so was the gentleman's vehicle. His vehicle's parked like 2 spaces from me. They were both gone. Well, then I get back from dinner, and his vehicle's back, and her vehicle is also back, but it's parked in a different space. Now, still parked in an unmarked space, but I still am a curious camper, if you can believe it or not. I'm a very curious man. What is the deal here? And why can't I be in on it? Can anyone tell me? I don't gossip that often. I mean, I try not to. But I want to know. I want to know everything. I want to know their life story. I want to make a movie about them. And not that kind of movie, you creeps. No, I want to know what is happening. It's probably not that exciting. Honestly. They're probably just two, single parents that like to, do adult things with each other. Okay. That's creepy. It's creepy the way I said it, not overall, Anyway. But yeah, it's just a normal thing that adults do sometimes, and let's leave it at that. But no, it's ouch. I just wish I had, I wish I had a lady friend. No, you know what? if you hear this, lady of the world, you're a good lady. I don't know you very well, but you were very nice when you were here, living in these apartments. That empty space next to me misses you sorely. Yada, yada, yada. There's a cape in the ground, by the way. Thank goodness for that. Saved me from talking anymore, because... Oh, boy. I've got my foot in my mouth. Is that what they call it? Is that what they call it? Foot and mouth disease? Hand, foot, and mouth disease? Isn't that what... That's what happens? No, I know it's different. Alright. It's an okay run so far. But you know what is not okay about it? No eggplant. And we're not gonna get an eggplant. I mean, you can get an eggplant even when you anger the shopkeepers, but there's a very good chance that if there is a gift box in the shop, that they will just shoot it and open it up, and then, you know, it's problematic. Also, I have a text. Okay. I sent a cryptic message to one of my friends, and she's trying to figure it out. It's not that cryptic. It's just... It was an image I saw on Reddit, but that's not the thing that I was actually trying to show her. It was the person's username is something significant that we'd been talking about recently. But she's asking me, she's like, what am I trying to find? And I'm like, you don't know. I told her to look carefully at the picture. Maybe I told her, maybe that's the thing. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. Maybe she would have figured it out on her own. So here's what you do here. You get the little rat. You do that. And then you squish this man if you can. I said if you can. If you can. Okay, it didn't do it. It didn't do it. It died. By it, I mean me. Anyway, my friend, so she's curious. I could just tell her, but I'm busy right now. I could stop and text, but it's not super important. I'll see her tomorrow. We'll figure this out together. I already took damage. Why am I even still playing this run? Don't you know this is an eggplant run? We gotta be perfect, boys. Oh, I need a drink of cider. I just got water up my nose. Okay. I need a drink of water is what I meant to say. So yeah, if this is an eggplant run, we're gonna want gold. My nose is wet still, a little bit. I was talking to one of my coworkers today. Fine young lady, fine young lady. And she was drinking some water from her bottle, and she dribbled all over herself. It was adorable. Okay, this run is too sparse. There's no eggplants on this run. I can feel it. I said I wasn't gonna do this. I wish there was just a... Is there a mod to let you know if there's a run? There probably is, to be honest. But if there's not, there should be. So like as soon as you start a run, to let you know, is this a run where you can potentially get an eggplant all the way to Yama? Like, I want that mod, if so. Because the problem is here, is you have to... You have to play at least till a shop, right? But even if you get to the first shop, there's still a chance that you could get an eggplant to hell. Like, you just have to get a shop at some point with a gift box on the same level as altar. Because I don't think you can carry the gift box through to the next level. I don't know that for sure, though. I guess we could try it if I ever get to that point. In fact, maybe I'll try to do a little bit of a speed run. Potentially. I still want to get gold, though, because I'll have to buy it. So not too much of a speed run, but just speedy enough. Yeah, anyway. Coworker had water on her face, and I just had water on my face, so, you know. These are things that happen. Oh, that was close. Yeah, now my nose itches. I'm having a pretty good day. Despite waking up so early, I actually woke up and I exercised. Haha, eggs. No, I lifted some weights and did some things. And then I meditated. and I don't meditate very often, and I would like to do it more often. Because I think it definitely helped. Okay, this is not the run. But it's a run. I don't know. I'm gonna just go for it. Like I said, I'm not gonna try to do the eggplant run. I didn't like the other runs, to be fair. Like, they were not good. Oh wait. Yeah, I forgot that I don't have paste. But I mean, I'll get paste. Oh, maybe. Okay, that's lucky. Pick it up. Okay. So let's find the dog. Let's get this crate. I hope it's more bombs. That's good. I was gonna say something good, but more bombs is actually always good. Like I said, there's still a chance we could get an eggplant. It's just a lot less likely now because the shopkeepers are violent men, and they will destroy everything before they let me date their daughter. You know, maybe the next game you'll actually be able to date. Oh, you know what? Maybe the damsel is the shopkeeper's daughter. That's terrible, Mr. Shopkeeper. Soliciting your daughter for free kisses? Not free. I mean, that'd probably be worse. I don't know. It's all terrible. Don't sell your daughters. Love your daughters or leave them. I don't know. I don't know if that's true. Oh, I'm getting into some murky territory here. Let's cool it. So remember, dog needs to be sacrificed, not exited. Don't have a ton of ropes. I still don't remember if I've ever gotten a jetpack from a sacrifice or if it's even possible. I feel like I have, but then again, I'm like, I can't think of a specific time where that would have happened or where that did happen, so I'm like, it probably hasn't happened. Just wishful thinking. Although, you know what? I'm pretty sure if it has happened, it happened when I already had every single other item in the game. But even then, I'm like, I know if you have all of the items in the game already that you can get from the sacrifice, you get 12 bombs. Fairly certain of that. Okay, I feel like they put a patch in the game where he can turn around faster. Because he used to just like run clear over here before he turned around. He almost got me. I don't know if that's true either, the patch thing. I don't think it is. They have not patched this game in a long time. And obviously doesn't need it because it's pretty near perfect in my opinion. Stackable parachutes. That's a free one for you, Derek. You can use that. I won't mind. You can have full credit. Actually, you know what? Just remove the parachute. Give us a bungee cord instead. No. Again, the game is like pretty much perfect how it is. The parachute works as intended, and maybe it would be overpowered if it was stackable. Like, I don't know. That's a possibility. I don't think that's true, but, you know. Because the cape is basically an infinite parachute, kind of. Except for it doesn't trigger on its own. Maybe that's the thing. Alright. Okay, so what I'm going to do, put this gun here. And put that gun there. I'm going to go over here and do this. Oh, you... Okay. I'm actually gonna ghost. I'm gonna ghost on a not daily challenge. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm like, we're already 24 minutes into this episode. I don't want to start this. Not now. It's life's too short. It's way too short. Okay, let's get up here. There we go. You guys ever listen to the front bottoms, by the way? I would highly recommend that you try to listen to the front bottoms. By try, I mean just do it. there's this podcast like that's called I Only Listen to the Mountain Goats. While I love the Mountain Goats, and I think it's a bit satirical, but also I've never listened to the podcast myself. While I love the Mountain Goats, I couldn't do it. I could, like, is there one band you guys could just listen to for the rest of your life and that's it? I don't think there is. I would go insane. I think I would rather not have music. And that sounds terrible. That sounds like I hate every musician out there. That's not true. I just think, you know, I mean, eventually you get tired of music. Even if it's music you love, I feel like you get tired of it. So, yeah. But I've been listening to the Front Bottoms a lot lately. That's why I brought that up, because I'm like, I'm gonna get worn out. I'm gonna get like tired soon, I feel like, and I don't want that to happen. I go through these phases where I just listen to the same band, like all of their music, like nonstop on shuffle or something, but just like nonstop. And I mean, I have a really good time doing it, but at the same time, then I'm like, I almost feel like I don't want to hear that same band for a really long time after that. Not that I say out loud, oh, I don't want to hear this anymore. It's more just like, I just don't like listen to them. Like, okay. So there's an altar over here. I think one of the bands that I probably would listen to, like nonstop, if they had a bigger selection, that like I would be one of my candidates, would be Streetlight Manifesto for certain. But they don't have like a huge, you know, they don't have a ton of music. Like another one like would potentially be Conor Oberst. Conor Oberst does have a lot of music, but he also, I don't know. Like, not all of it is my favorite stuff to listen to. Like, I'm a big Conor Oberst fan. Okay, we're just gonna have to do some stuff here, by the way, because I can't get out of there because I don't have any ropes left. So I'm gonna do this. But yeah, so Conor Oberst, I mean, here's the thing though. I feel like Conor Oberst is cheating, like a musician like that, because he actually has like different bands and stuff. And I mean, like, maybe you just have to choose one. I mean, I don't know. I'm the one that made this game up, so... Well, I didn't make it up. I'm sure someone else has thought of this exact same thing. This same scenario. But no, in my version of it, I feel like you should maybe only be able to pick one of his projects. Like, so for instance, there's Bright Eyes. Genuinely have a very large collection of music there. There's Desaparecidos. Not as large, but still acceptable. Okay, Trogdor. Hello. Give me a sec. You're gonna die on the spikes. I have a bad feeling. Yeah, there it was. I don't know if you guys heard that. It was nice and juicy. Yeah. Anyway, there's like... What else? There's also just Conor Oberst. Like, Conor Oberst as himself, which I feel like you should be able to include at that point Conor Oberst and the Mystic Valley Band, but maybe you shouldn't. But they only have one full-length album, so it's tricky. It's tricky for sure. And then there's like his other stuff, like what Commander Venus. There's a lot of older projects that he did, but also Monsters of Folk. But Monsters of Folk is actually not my favorite. I like them. I like them a lot. In fact, what movie was it where there was a Monsters of Folk song on it? Oh, it was 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. There was a Monsters of Folk song, and I was like really excited about that. It was his master's voice, right? I think it was when she was. No, I'm not gonna spoil anything, because that movie's pretty fresh. But there's a... Okay. Thank you. Alright. But yeah, so like Conor Oberst is an option. Bob Dylan would be an option, but as much music as Bob Dylan has, and as much as I like Bob Dylan in general, I don't think I could listen to just Bob Dylan for the rest of my life. No, I couldn't do that. So again, probably like top candidate for me would be Streetlight Manifesto. And I know some people don't like that kind of music, but I do, so take that. And I don't listen to, actually I don't listen to a lot of ska though, like in general. That's, you know, when I was growing up I listened to like Less Than Jake quite a bit. But other than that, you know, not much. And now I don't really listen to them anymore. But I listen to Streetlight. I don't know. But then you could be like, you know, there's the Propagandhi. Okay, here's a question for you. Is it Propagandhi or Propagandhi? Like, how do you say Gandhi's name? Do you say it Gandhi or Gandhi? I've heard both. But also, if it would almost make more sense if it was Propagandhi, because it's, you know, propaganda. No one says propaganda. Although maybe they should. Okay. I have the Kapala. What am I doing? I'm like, I'm at very low health. I should be, you know, getting health, taking the dog. But then I'm like, no, wait a minute. I have the Kapala. But anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, oh gosh. Oh, I have that. I was like, what's happening? Okay, here we are. But yeah, they have this song called Ska Sucks. Now, I don't know for sure. I don't know anything. I'm hoping that song is satire, but also I don't think it is. But also I think they regret writing it, maybe? Maybe, I mean, I don't know any of this. The only thing I know for sure is that I still like that song, even though I actually like ska a little bit too. And I love Streetlight Manifesto. Like they're to me one of the greatest bands of all time. And I know people get sick of hearing stuff like that, but also, you know what else is another one of the greatest bands of all time? Propagandhi. I'm gonna call them Gandhi. I'm actually wearing one of their t-shirts. Can I get it up here? And guess what? Which album it's from? It's from the very same album, How to Clean Everything, the one containing Ska Sucks. I'm not gonna say that's their best song. I think a lot of people would argue, in fact, that Dear Coach's Corner is their best song. Well, I've heard a lot of people say that's their favorite song of theirs, and it's probably one of my favorites for sure. Well, I mean, it's not probably, it is one of my favorites for sure. I don't know if it's my favorite of all time, though. I really like Back to the Motor League by them. That's a good one. That's a song. Also, if you listen to Victory Lap, their newest album, if you listen to Propagandhi at all, you should totally listen to that. And I feel stupid, like, everyone's like, it's Propagandhi, you fool. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. But I'm saying what I say, because there ain't no other way. Aru. Excuse me. But yeah, Victory Lap, pretty fantastic album. I took those climbing gloves purely by accident. That's alright though. Not the worst thing that could happen. Also, we survived. We got hit by that shopkeeper, but we survived. Oh, he survived too, so. Not anymore. Leftover Crack for me is also up there. I don't know. I don't know if I like Leftover Crack or Choking Victim more. Leftover Crack, well, probably Leftover Crack, to be fair. But I think one of my favorite songs by Scott Sturgeon, SZA, is a Choking Victim song. A couple of my favorite songs by him, actually. So, overall, I think I probably like Leftover Crack more because there's more Leftover Crack content. But I've actually seen Choking Victim in concert, which is pretty cool. I have yet to see Mr. Sturgeon perform with his full band of Leftover Crack, playing Leftover Crack music, but I've seen him perform Choking Victim songs with the band Choking Victim, which I never thought was going to happen, because I thought, you know, I don't know. Whoever thought that was going to happen? But yeah, I don't know. But again, I don't know if I could listen to it just nonstop. I still don't know. I haven't come to a good answer to this conundrum yet, because, like, is it a conundrum? First of all, yes, it is. I'm gonna say it is, because that's the way things work, right? You say it's true, and it is true. Anyway, so the reason I'm still going on this run is simple. The worm. Okay? I want to go to the worm. Give me a sec. I have some good items. I love talking about music, though. I could talk about it forever, and I'm not a musician. Like, I try to be. I try to learn how to play guitar. I should say I've tried, but I'm not going to stop trying. Like, I will, again, one of these days I'll pick up my guitar, one of my guitars, and try again. You know, I've been trying since I was a kid. I used to pick up my brother's guitar. Well, actually, it was my Uncle Ben's guitar that he left at our house, because he lived in South Korea at the time. Or no, it might have been when he was moving to China. I don't know. He died in China, but he left one of his guitars there, and it didn't work. Like, it didn't function the way a guitar is supposed to function completely. There were some problems with it, but I didn't know anything about this. I think it might have even been missing a string, but I tried teaching myself on that for a while. Then I stopped, and then I got my first job when I was, I think, a sophomore in high school. Like, my first, like steady-ish job. I don't want to call it steady, but it wasn't full-time, I'll tell you that. But it was, you know, before that, all I'd really done is, like, mowed lawns and stuff. Done some landscaping type work for just random people that knew me. Fed people's dogs, you know, that kind of stuff. But anyway, at that point I bought myself my own guitar, but it wasn't like a nice guitar. It was just, you know, it was one you're meant to, like, if you're learning, you're gonna get this guitar because it's cheap, but it also comes with an amp and a bunch of other stuff. And so yeah, so okay, where's the dog, first of all? I need to make sure the dog survives. Okay. Anyhow. Yeah, I bought a guitar. I tried learning with that. Like, it came, I think, well, I don't know if it came with, or I bought, like a book and a DVD on how to learn to play guitar. Didn't take. Then a few years later in college, I took an intermediate level guitar class. And I borrowed one of my brother's guitars, who was actually living with us at the time, I think. I was still at home, but he was living with us. And anyhow, okay, I gotta take this guy to the... Hopefully there's a place to set him that I can still go back and get my shotgun. And there is. Perfect. Anyway, so I took that class. That's probably the most I've learned when it comes to guitar, but I still was not picking it up very well at all. And so I stopped for a while. And then the game Rocksmith, I think it was already out maybe, but I decided to get it. So I used that as a tool to start learning. That was on PS3 at the time. And then that didn't take. And then Rocksmith, like 2014 or whatever, came out, and I got it on. No, actually, you know what? I got 2014 on PS3, and later, when I got a PS4, I got it on PS4. So I never played the original Rocksmith. Anyway, but when it came out on PS4, or rather, I got a PS4 and decided to play it on PS4. And for a while I was doing actually really well. Like I was playing every day and I was doing my best to practice and I was actually doing okay in the game. But again, I stopped, and that's where I'm at right now. I'm stopped. So eventually I'm gonna do it again. Hopefully I will stick with it one of these days. Cause like I don't know what it is. I just always that's like been my dream, you know. People like a lot of people have that dream, like being on a stage and like performing music or something. Like I don't know that I have stage fright, but I want to find out. You know, I want to do that cool stuff. Anyway, so we have 12 health. I'm not too worried about dying, but I'm also stupid for doing what I'm doing here. Okay. Okay. Anywho. Okay. Oh, that guy's coming for me. Yeah, so I would love to learn to play guitar. If you guys know anyone, send them my way. By anyone, I mean, like, I really should just take guitar lessons. Like, that's one thing I haven't tried, is, like, taking them from someone who, you know, actually knows how to play guitar and teaches them. There's actually a guy that was in my guitar class in college that he actually knew how to play guitar already when he was taking that class. I think he was just taking it for a credit or something. But he's pretty good, and he actually teaches lessons. And the first lesson is free. So I should really give him a call, but at the same time I'm always so embarrassed, because I'm like, for how long, like how many guitars I've held in my hand in my lifetime is quite a few, especially compared to the average person, I think. And I haven't the slightest clue. So I'm a bit embarrassed about that. I guess the thing is, he knows that I've at least tried, because he was in that class with me, and he actually knew one of my brothers, or maybe more than one of my brothers. So I don't think he'll forget me. Although, you know what, maybe that's a bit egotistical of me. I don't think it is. I think, you know, it's just like I said, he knew people that I am related to, and he knew me. But yeah, so one of these days. I don't even, where was I going with this? The dream of playing, you know, music? Is that what we're getting at? Anyway, what were you guys' dreams? You know, I think some people have like the dream, and this dream I've never felt like this, but I think a dream that's maybe not common, but that I've been hearing a lot about lately, it seems like, is the dream to be an adult film star. Now, I don't hear this from women ever. Like, I never hear a woman say, oh, I want to be an adult film star. It's always men, and I wonder why. No, but I don't think I would ever want to do that. In fact, I know I would never want to do it. But would I ever be desperate enough to do it for money? I don't know. I hope not. Apparently, I went to a school who did a couple of things with that, but I don't know for sure. I have not seen video evidence. Apparently, it's out there, but I'm not gonna look it up. And I don't even know. I wouldn't even know where to look anyway, because I'm sure he didn't go by his birth name. But yeah, again, not too worried about looking that up. It's one of those things. It's like, yeah, it's better left somewhere else. Yeah, I don't think I can do it. I mean, kudos to you, I guess, if you can do it. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Like, I'm not gonna judge you either way. I just think it makes you a different type of person than me. And again, not a bad thing. Okay, buddy, I'm leaving you. But I'm not leaving you. You're going. Yeah, so that's not one of my dreams. at one point I did not necessarily want to be an actor, but I wanted to do something in the film industry. I actually wanted to be a director, I think, for a long time. I've still thought about doing something like that, but I'm not as, I don't know, not as motivated to go that direction as I maybe once was. One of my big dreams, not big, but one of the things I've been kind of thinking about a little bit in the past few years is, so I've talked about my Uncle Ben on this a little bit, like how he died in China. In fact, I just mentioned him like a few minutes ago. But his death has always been a bit of a mystery to my family. Like, the weeks leading up to his death, maybe even the months, I don't know, but definitely the weeks, he had been like sending my mom some emails from China, you know, and he's like, yo, it's pretty scary here. Like 9/11 had just happened, and he was saying that like people in China were celebrating when that happened, which I'm like, okay, you know, not everyone has to like America. Like, I live here, and frankly, I'll be honest, I don't like it most of the time. I mean, I think it's a beautiful place. Don't get me wrong. Some places. Oh, we're gonna die. We're gonna die. We're gonna die. Okay, climbing gloves. I said climbing gloves. Okay, I gotta get my shotgun and get out of here. Yeah, I don't love it a lot of the time. Like, you know, it's not even like, I'm not like a very like oh, I hate freedom, blah. I don't know. I don't know that anyone says that, but you know, there's just a lot of stuff that kind of rubs me the wrong way. Kind of how like a lot of Americans think that they're superior to everyone else. You know, we're the only free country. That's not true. Not at all. But I mean, I don't know. Not too many Americans say that, but at least I don't think. But there's a few that I've heard say it, and I want to be like, are you serious? I just said, are you serious? And Siri was like, hello. I never talk to Siri. I'm sorry, but I just don't. I think she's rude. She made fun of my lips one time, and that was the end of that relationship. Anyway, that's not true either. So remember, to get to the one area, we need to go to the mothership. To get the Hedget. Another shotgun in a crate. That's kind of interesting. So I'm gonna do that. I am going to do my best. I'm actually not gonna worry about this shopkeeper. And I'm gonna leave the dog alone. I'm just gonna go. We've been taking a little bit too long on this run. But yeah. So anyway, so my Uncle Ben was like sending all these emails, you know, saying how like, yeah, they really don't like Americans here. And you know, he is an American living in China, so he was a bit like, he was actually kind of scared. He's like, in his emails he seemed kind of frantic. Like, I think at one point a dude, you know, not that he meant to do it, but like a dude ran him over on his bicycle, you know, because a lot of people ride, or at least I think ride around on bicycles there. And he like ran over my Uncle Ben on his bicycle, and he was going pretty fast, I guess, and so he was like, he wasn't happy about that. Now, if you know my Uncle Ben, he's, oh, okay, get out of here. But you don't know him, my Uncle Ben, because he's not around anymore, but also you wouldn't have known him anyway. No, but he was a very, like, he was very wise, but I think he's also very opinionated. I know he argued, my mom and he argued quite a bit. About certain things, mostly about religion, like, you know, that I think that's something that's pretty easy to argue about, no matter who you are. Like, I don't know. It's a common topic for certain. But anyway, yeah, so, you know, I mean, I'm not saying that everyone loved him, but I loved him. Like, he was one of the coolest guys I knew. Like, 100%. Absolutely. Like, can't be disputed. I mean, it could be disputed by someone else. But I'm not going to dispute that he's one of the coolest guys I've ever met. Or that I've ever known. Whatever. And I just really looked up to him. Anyway, so what I'm saying, like, getting back to the point, it's kind of been my dream to go to China and to maybe figure out, like, do an investigation, like, so, like, some kind of, like, maybe a documentary or something, like, on my Uncle Ben, which, you know, thinking about it now, you're like, oh, that sounds stupid. Like, I don't know who your Uncle Ben is. Dude, how many documentaries have you seen where you're like, I don't know who this person is at first, but then you watch it and you're like, now I know who this person is. And it's kind of cool. But, you know, again, I've never made a film in my entire life, and I wouldn't even know where to start. But it's one of those dreams that I have, like, I'm like, man, because it would be so cool to find out, but at the same time, it would be, like, even cooler to film it. Because my anticipation is that I wouldn't find anything at all. They sent my uncle, they sent him back, they cremated him, and so when we got him back, we got, like, basically, I think it might have been a couple boxes of poorly cremated ashes. Like, they weren't, I mean, I don't know, I'd never really seen ashes before that, but that's not how I expected them to look at all. But I'm pretty sure one of my friends has, like, her, like, grandma's or grandpa's ashes in, like, or at least a tiny bit of them in a vial around her neck. And I don't imagine any of the contents in either of those two boxes that my Uncle Ben were supposedly in could have fit in any sort of vial. Like, I just don't think that's plausible. But anyway, so, you know, so it's always made me curious. Like, even my mom, like, which she's not like into conspiracy theories or anything, but even she's religious, so I guess you can say what you want, but no, like, she's kind of been, like, a little bit skeptical of the circumstances surrounding my Uncle Ben's death, because it was weird for certain. And we saw a picture of him, you know, like, it was like when he was, like, in the morgue or something like that, so it was still his body, but, like, when they called us, they said he died from a heart attack. I don't think there's been any history of, like, heart disease in my mom's side of the family, or maybe even my dad's side of the family, but, you know, my Uncle Ben was on my mom's side. But I don't think there's been any history of that, and so that was kind of a shock to us. But then they also said something like, oh, well, he had, you know, excessive amounts of morphine in his blood system or something like that. And I mean, you know, my Uncle Ben was a wild dude. But he wasn't, like, he was an English professor. So, I mean, it's not like it's, you know, completely out of the ordinary for an English professor to do, like, take some drugs or whatever. And when he was younger, he did dabble in that stuff, but I don't know. Well, I don't even think they used the word excessive, though. They said, like, there were traces of morphine in his system. So, you know, there's that. But also, like, the picture we saw of him, it looked like he'd been beaten up. Like, his face looked like it had been, like, you know, like he'd been punched several times in the face when we saw that picture. So it was, like, almost, you know, like, well, okay, so how did that happen? Did he, you know, like genuinely, like, what happened? Like, we were just curious. And so, yeah. So it would be nice to find out. Like, there are always gonna be mysteries. Like, life is full of mysteries. That's, you know, that's not gonna change. But this is one of those mysteries that I'm like, man, I think it'd be so cool to like figure out like the truth. And again, like I said, I'm pretty sure that's wishful thinking, but you know, it's something. I have it. I can think. Okay. Well, thanks for that, mister. Okay. Yowza. Alright. Yeah, so I'd like to do a documentary on that. My mom also had a theory that he's actually still alive somewhere and that he's like either being held hostage by the Chinese government, which that sounds as crazy as it sounds. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to pick up their bodies. That's alright. I don't know. It could be real, right? But also, like, I've thought maybe he's alive and he's like undercover as the CIA or something. Again, seems pretty far-fetched. The likely answer is probably that things happen exactly the way we were told they happened, and nothing more, and there's nothing more to the story. So, you know, that's my guess. But it's kind of an interesting thing, you know. Like when you have a death in the family like that, I think a lot of times people are just like, you know, you have to like accept it. And I don't know that we never had a funeral for him, and that's I feel like that's maybe the only, me and my mom and my brothers, I think we're probably at fault for that. My other uncle that actually has his ashes, right? I don't know. Maybe we're at fault for that. But at the same time, we never got that closure from, you know, you have from a funeral. Not that funerals are pleasant, but at the same time, it's kind of like, it's like you're saying goodbye in a way. So, I just wanted to hear that guy belch, by the way. Alright. Oh, jeez. I don't know why I didn't pay attention there. Let's actually just kill the Vault Keeper and then go to the City of Gold. Dang it! Okay, that's fine. We'll still kill the Vault Keeper. Yeah, so I mean, it's like really cool, like, not cool, like, it's an interesting way, I guess, to remember someone, right? Like, to think, like, I never really said goodbye to this man, but at the same time, like, I have these theories in my head that kind of keep him alive. But even if he is gone, like, I think I've gone to the point where I do accept that. It's a different type of acceptance, and it's weird. It's really weird. And the fact that I'm saying this on the internet is probably not wise. But, you know, people are gonna be like, oh, you're crazy, DumpsterShark. If you watch this and you call me crazy, then all I can say is thank you for watching. Like, maybe I am crazy, but, you know, I have a viewer. So, yeah, I'm pretty desperate right now. No, I'm not. Like, I still have my other job. This City of Gold is set up pretty cool. Like, it's different than what I'm used to. A little bit, anyway. It's not, like, completely unique, but... Alright. Yeah, so if I were ever to be a filmmaker, I think I would maybe want to start with something like that, something along those lines. Can I just get rid of this? And that way they can come over here. Yeah, this is actually perfect. Oh, his shotgun was down there. Okay, I see. So here's what you do here. You tread very carefully, so that has been set off. Okay. So here's what you do. I don't actually... You do that. You do that. And then you do that. No, I don't want to do that. That's going to blow a hole there, and that's not what I want. Ouch! Vomit on me. Vomit on me. Quickly. Give me the health. Come here. Oh, he's doing it. Okay. First of all, get rid of that. The ghost is almost here. And I don't know what's over to the left, but I did see that thwomp, so that's scary. I just want to kill these guys. We've got 30 health. Get up here and stomp their heads. Don't worry about ghosting. I'm really not worried about gold in general. But I'm still collecting it because, you know, fun times. Oh, doggy. Okay. I'm just gonna do a circle around. Just really get rid of this, at least up to a point. Okay, so now I can go in here, grab this, come on this side, and hopefully kill Anubis too. There we go. Now I can go. Hola es gut. But another thing, like I've always wanted to travel. Like China is not my first choice. Like the only reason I'd want to go there is to make that documentary if I ever decided to do that, which at this point I won't. Because I wouldn't even know where to begin. Like I said, I don't have the money. I don't have any experience filming anything. I mean, now I guess I have some experience filming myself play video games on the internet, but you know that's not a lot of experience, to be fair. Like I'm an amateur still. Might be forever, you know. Hopefully not. But yeah. So let's see. You know what would be the greatest? If there could be shops in hell, or you know what, if I could somehow acquire a gift box in hell and get an altar, then you know what, we could get the easiest thing in the world. Okay. Where is hell also? It's over to the left, so I'm going to take you to the right. And I did see a crate down there. I'll have to decide whether it's worth going for or not. Okay. Right here. I need to rewatch the Evil Dead movies. I think the only one that I've actually seen more than once is Evil Dead 2, which is my favorite one, but I still like the first one, and I still actually like Army of Darkness. It's got one of my favorite lines in it. You see this? This is my boomstick! You know, it's also in a Coheed and Cambria song if you're curious about that. I'm sure you are, you know. We have a lot of bombs, so I guess I might as well go for that crate if I actually get an opportunity to do that. Well... Oh, there's a crate right here. You know what? I'll go for this crate and then I'll call it good, because that seems like a lot of work to get that other one. Ropes. That's fine. Because, like, what could it be? Like, more bombs? I have plenty of bombs. So, actually, though, let's try that. Let's try. It may not be perfect, but we'll make it work. Yeah, so what was I saying? I don't know. I've been going all over the place here. China is not my first choice. Japan is probably my first choice. I would also like to go to Europe. I mean, I think just travel all over the place would be kind of cool. But yeah, Japan is up there. South Korea would be cool. I just, like, from what I've seen of both of those countries, I just think they're absolutely beautiful. Like, have you seen the movie The Wailing? I'm pretty sure it's a Korean film, right? Like, shot in South Korea. Oh my goodness, like, that movie, first of all, that movie's great. If you haven't seen that movie, I would highly recommend it. If you're into the whole foreign film thing, I don't know that there is a whole thing, but you know. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy, I had to check. Okay. But yeah, it's a great film. Actually, I told my brother and my sister-in-law about it. They did not like it, but you know, that's alright. Not everyone has to like it. I just personally think it is quite fantastic. Can you come this way again? Thank you, sir. I'll do that. But yeah, there's that movie, and then like other things that I've seen, like based in South Korea, or even things that I've seen based in Japan. I just like the land. Like, I don't know that I would want to spend too much time in like bigger cities. Like, I would want to visit them for sure, but I think visiting like the coast, or you know, okay, that was close. Let's just go. You know, or like the forests, stuff like that would just be sweet. Really sweet. Usually, like, when I travel around the United States, not I travel a lot or I travel very far, but when I do, I usually like to have a reason other than just, oh, I'm just traveling. Like, so it's usually because I'm going to a concert or something, like a music concert. Well, I guess most concerts are music concerts, right? Maybe all concerts. Like going to see a band I like or something that, you know, and they don't come close to where I live. So I'm like, well, I'll make a, oh, I'm an idiot. I like, anyway. Let me get rid of all these angry things. Oh! So yeah, like, for me, I'd also like to visit the UK, but if I was going to the UK, there's at least one band that I would like to see, because I'm pretty sure they've maybe never have come to America, at least not to play shows. That is awesome, by the way, that I just got that kill. That Lava Man is furious. But no, that's the Filaments. They're like a ska punk ska band. Probably more punk than ska, but still a little bit of ska. Their older stuff, their last album didn't have a lot of ska vibes. I didn't get a lot of ska vibes, but I'm not a music critic either. Like, so I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, it was. Like, I'm not gonna do that, because I don't know what I'm talking about half the time. But anyway, I'd like to see them live. Excuse me. I feel like I just got really quiet, at least in my own head. Also, you know, if I travel, like, I'd really like to see Flight of the Conchords live, and I know they play in the US sometimes when they do tour, but right now they're touring in the UK, and I'm like, oh man, I really want to see them. But I don't know. I think it's a bit late to plan a trip to the UK at this point, and probably all of their shows are sold out. And also, I understand that Flight of the Conchords is not from the UK; they're from New Zealand. But, you know. So yeah, if I ever go make plan a big trip, I think I would definitely try to do it like during a time that coincides with, you know, a good event. That's the dog. What? I thought, for some reason I was thinking I shot the dog already. So I'm like, that has to be the thing. No, that was last step. That was last level? Okay. Okay, let's... Okay, what I could do, that I'm actually going to do, Give me a moment. Hello. Dang it, no! Go that way! Dang it! I tried throwing it, but I guess just throwing it just sets it in front of you, like right in front of you. You know what, that's fine. Here, we got an easy way to do this. There you go. Anyway, so yeah, I'd like to make things happen, you know. And also, I would like to go to a foreign country with someone who's maybe already been to that country. So I'm not just like completely lost all the time. Granted, I probably would still be completely lost all the time, but not as completely lost. Okay. What's the furthest you've driven or flown even, I guess, to go to a concert? For me, it was when I drove up to Seattle with my friend Talia to see Streetlight Manifesto. But that was, I mean, that wasn't the only reason we went out there, but that was the reason we decided to go there, because like they were on tour and we're like, well, they're not coming near us, even though they did end up coming near us for like Warped Tour, but I don't go to Warped Tour anymore because I don't know, I just don't. Anyway, give me a sec. Yeah, so that was the reason we decided to go there, but we did a lot of other things there too. So okay, so this is where things get wild. I'm just gonna sit here for a moment and enjoy my time here. Give it a sec. Throw some more fireballs at me, sir. And then do one of these. Do more fireballs. And then do one of those. Okay, we got it. Okay, pretty cool. Yeah. Well, I don't even know what I was talking about. Oh, Seattle. Yeah, so when we went there, we actually planned out a bunch of other things, but it was all based around going to that concert in a way. Like, we weren't just going to drive out there and just go to a concert. Like, you gotta understand, that's an entire day's drive. Like, we didn't stop and get a hotel halfway. It was like a between 14 and 16-hour drive, and I drove the whole way, both ways. So, you know, it was fun. Like, I'm not gonna say it wasn't. Definitely was fun. But at the same time, oh gosh, why? Alright, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, at the same time, I wouldn't just drive that far just to see a band. Even though I like Streetlight Manifesto a lot. Like I said, they're one of the bands, one of the few bands that I would probably consider, you know. Please, oh gosh, please. Listening to for the rest of my life exclusively, but I still don't think I could do it. Yeah, they're not. No, it's not they are not. It's that I'm not sure I would be willing to drive that far to see them. If that was the only reason. Because we ended up, like I've talked about this before, we ended up going whale watching. We got a city pass. We did a bunch of things, you know, with that. We went to the aquarium. We went to the zoo, which I'm not a big fan of zoos. Aquariums I like quite a bit, but like zoos in general, I'm like, eh. But that zoo, it was fine. What else did we do? We went to, let's see, what is it called? The Museum of Pop Culture. We went to that. That was cool. We went to, like the glass gardens. That was cool. We went to the top of the Space Needle. Like, we went up there twice. We went once during the day and then once at night. You know, we did some things. We fed seagulls, like, on the pier. Like, it was just a fun time. It was my first time ever being in Seattle, and I enjoyed it greatly. We went to Pike's Place Market, of course. We went to the gum wall. You know, we did the fun things. So that's what I like. If I plan a trip, I also want to go and see a concert while I'm there. That's what I'm getting at. And that's kind of hard to do, like, because if you're planning like super far in advance, like, you can do that. You can, like, I guess you can do that. Like, we were able to do that with Seattle because it's not like a super far place. Like, anyway, I was just gonna drive it anyway. I wasn't getting a plane. But if it was like in another country and I was getting a plane and I needed to plan it pretty far in advance, you know, that would change things quite a bit. Because not all bands announce things very far in advance, and if they do, the tickets don't go on sale a lot of the times, you know, that early on. So yeah, perfect timing, by the way. At least in my opinion. So this has been the DumpsterShark reveals his life secrets, reveals his goals episode. But I don't know. If I was more of a like photographer or videographer, I don't know. Videographer, yeah. No, it's videographer, right? Then, like, if I did travel a lot, I would take a lot more pictures of videos. I took a ton of pictures in Seattle, but I don't really like most of them, and I took too many. Like, I didn't take them with my phone. I took a few with my phone, but in general, I took them with my what kind of camera do I have? It's a Nikon? I think it's a Nikon. It's not a super nice camera, but it's nice enough. But I took a ton of pictures with that. But then, like, going through and like finding the ones that are actually good, I wasn't motivated to do that. So I just have a bunch of pictures that some are good, some are not so great. But yeah, but if I was, you know, super into traveling and stuff, I would probably do travel logs and what have you. It's travelogue, right? Is that like it's like a vlog or travel vlog, vlog? I don't know. I hear people call them vlogs, and I'm like, just say vlog. It's much more fun. Oh, Monty, you are the greatest. We have this book at the library that is like, it's called like Underwater Dogs. It's basically just a bunch of pictures of dogs diving underwater, like, to catch a toy. And all of the dogs look so ferocious because their faces, like, the water pushes their face, like their lips and stuff back, and so you just see their teeth, and it looks like they're like angry and mean. Like, it's the dog you see in life, and you're like, they're like growling at you, and you're like, okay, that dog's angry. But one of the dogs in that is a pug. And there is a huge difference between the pug and the rest of the dogs, because the pug looks exactly the same, except for scared. Like, you can tell the pug's not enjoying the water very much. But so that's the end of this episode. I am DumpsterShark. Thank you guys for watching. It's a long one. Sorry, guys. It gave me some time to rant, I guess. But I will see you guys back here tomorrow. Goodbye.